Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. This is the part 2 of my making of leather cross slippers. And for those of you that have watched the part 1, if you have not watched the part 1, go and watch the part 1. You're going to learn a little deal from it. So it is very important that you go through the process of what I've taught you. So guys, we continue with the application of our gum, and once you continue with the application of your gum, I'm gonna allow it get dry for a while after the application of gum, like maybe about 2-3 minutes, depending on the temperature you have there. And you're going to fix the insole on it gently. Make sure you do it gently, and make sure it goes into the line that you drew there, and that's very important. And we're gonna go through with the second leg again. I hope you can see it clearly. I'm gonna use my mallet to mallet it around, and that it will stay very well. It won't get to pull. And after doing this, what I'm gonna do is to cut it out. So I'm gonna cut out. I'm gonna make sure that the cutting is very okay, but even if it's not as perfect as I want, I'm still gonna smooth it around. So let's do the cutting together. All right, please guys, I know that a lot of you have been watching my video, and I appreciate you guys for watching my video, and I'm very sure you are learning one or two things from watching this video. Now, if you have been learning from my video, kindly please make sure you comment, like the video, and share. Like the video. Also make sure you click on the notification buttons, because I'm posting another video as soon as very soon, and you're gonna love it so much. You're gonna love it so much. So now that we're done cutting this, we're gonna take this to the applying argon first of all. Applying argon first of all on the edges of the cardboard area, not on the foamy area. Please note that on the edges of cardboard area, not on the foamy area. You can see I'm just on the edges. Now the reason why I'm applying the edges is that we're going to become this together in order to file them so that they can be both accurate and of the same size, shape, and all the cutting will also be smooth. So that's what we are doing here. So as you can see, I'm applying my gum on the cardboard side, not on the foamy side. I'm saying that again so you won't make that mistake, because once you make that kind of mistake and you allow you gum these things together, marco to marco is always very difficult to open. I'm sure you understand those over it in making already. All right, so I need to gum this. When I just get, I just use my mallet on it. And the next thing I need to do right now after doing all this is to take it to the filing room with my filing machine. I'm gonna smooth it and file it around so that they'll be leveled together. So let's go, guys. All right, guys, so here we are filing. Make sure that you hold your the insole firmly. It is very important you hold it firmly and file it around using your rough, not the smooth, please. Using your rough. Once you're done with that, then the next thing we're gonna do is to wrap. The wrapping up is what we're gonna do next. So I'm gonna use the leather I want to use for the insole. Remember that we're working with red and black, so that's what we're gonna be working with right now. Folding them round. Yes, so right now, as you can see, I need to mark this round and leaving some allowance beside because I'll be folding it. So make sure that you're leaving some allowance, maybe about an inch, depending on the thickness of the insole you're wrapping. So you can see I'm checking it out to be sure that this will fold very well. So I'm gonna mark it around just to be sure that okay, as you can see, I'm drawing the line out. So these are the places I'll be using to fold. All right, so there we are. Okay, so everything has to go in line. Can you see what I'm showing you there? It has to go together. It's very important. Look at that folding I'm showing you there. This folding, the person who folded this, they folded very well. So I got to like show you guys. I love my folding to be very neat. Make sure that your folding is very neat. Let it be more of the same measurement. Then you have a very neat folding. So I'm gonna look for. Make sure you're using a soft material, please. Make sure it's soft material. And if the material is a bit thick, you can file it. So you'll be able to wrap it or fold it together. All right. So I'll be able to get a place I can use to wrap, and we move. The same thing I did there, creating my allowance for folding. That's what this mark is all about creation of my allowance for folding. Once we're done with that, the next thing is to apply our gum, and please apply your gum on the insole. That's the foamy part, not on the cardboard part yet. So once I'm done with this, the next thing I'm going to do is to apply it also on. Make sure that you apply it on the second leg. The same thing on the foam. Yes, that's the two leg. Remember, we're working with the pair. All right. So once we're done with this, we translate it to the leather lining itself. That's the soft leather lining itself. This is soft leather lining. This is not a synthetic lining. So those of you that work with synthetic, you know how you do yours. But this is a pure leather lining, and it's quality. All right. So I'm up with this, and once I'm done, I'm gonna allow it to get dry. Maybe I'll wait for some few minutes, depending on the degree of the temperature degree of where you are. So once it gets dried, you're gonna place it on it, and place it on it. So let's just let it get dry for a few minutes before we lay it on it. So guys, all right. So yes, placing it on it right now, making sure that it goes through the line I drew, so that I would not be having any issues. So you can see, I'm going to check the face. Be very sure that where you're working, I saw something there, and so what I'm going to do, I'm going to work with I'm going to move it backward a bit. Please, this is a very, very important one. When you are marking your leather, please check for any holes, anything that is happening. Maybe there's any dents on your leather, so you'll be able to avoid that. Please, I saw a dent on this leather, so I decided to move the insole backward a bit, so that I'll be able to the dent will not show in my insole. So I'm gonna allow that dry while I move forward with this. I'm putting the insole on the leather lining. Please let's make sure that it stays very well. Make sure that it stays very well. It's very important. And once you're done with that, use your mallet. You just eat it a little bit, just round it a little bit, and cut it out. Cut it out. Remember that you already left your folding allowance, so you're gonna cut from your folding allowance, addition with your folding allowance. That's what I'm doing here right now. Okay, so we go, and I'm going to cut this round. I hope you can see them very well. So after doing this, cutting around and making sure that everything is even, what I'm going to do right now is to apply my gum. So let me cut the second one out, so we'll be able to move forward very fast, guys. Remember, guys, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you share this video. Anytime you like our video and you share and you comment, you are helping us to promote this video and for us to be able to stay on YouTube to reach out to you with more exciting and educational video on shoemaking and leatherworks. All right, so I'll be applying my gum on the cardboard side right now, and also on the leather lining itself. That's the places that are left behind. So for my purpose of doing this is to be able to fold it. So as you can see, I'm applying my gum on the insole and also those side of the leather that came out. That's the allowance of the leather lining. So doing that round, we're gonna do this round, and we'll do that, apply the same thing to the second leg. Once the moment I'm doing this, the other one is getting dry. Once they get dry, then we will move to our folded. But right now, the application of gum is what I am on to, and I think I'm almost there. So we can go forward to our folding. All right. So now see what I'm doing here. I'm cutting out the middle part of the insole. Now this is to be able to allow me to fold very well. Just cutting it a little bit to be able to allow me to fold very well. So you must understand the tricks behind all this, so you have a smooth folding. So if you have any comment, if you have any question, please do make sure that you ask on the comment section. It's very important that you ask a question in the comment section. I will definitely reply to them once I see them. Okay, so guys, here we are, and folding is going on. You fold gently, not leaving any contour, not making sure that no contour is showing at the front. The front needs to be smooth and very, very clear. Okay, so you can see I'm done with the folding. I'm gonna do the same thing to the other leg. So just go through the process like that, and you will be able to achieve the right results. All right, so here we go. Okay, so I'm going to just hammer them together. Once I finish folding, hammer this together, making sure that everything is well folded and there's no contour showing. Hammer them together, and once I'm done with the hammering together, I'm going to skive all the folded part that I'm seeing there. So I'm going to take my cutting knife to just skive them out. Just skive them out. You can see as I'm doing all those folded part you see underneath. Please skive them, because you know if you leave them, they're going to affect your gumming, and it will not be good for your shoes to be having, or your insole, your instep to be having some gallops. So please make sure that you skive them out. Once we're done with the skiving, then we go to our lashing proper. Guys, we're almost there. And I'm so excited about this, because I know that somebody is learning one thing from this, and somebody's shoemaking career is coming back to life, or maybe you're just starting your shoemaking journey. I can tell you this is very, very exciting, and you will definitely love it. So just make sure you practice what you're watching on this video, and you'll get the same result as I am getting. So guys, that is what we are on to. So right now I'm almost done with my skiving, bringing out the excesses that need to be brought out, and I'm making sure that everything goes smoothly. So now I need to go to the drawing of my sole. I need to create a sole for this shoe, for this insole. So this is where we are right now, creating a sole for the insole. Now let me show you guys very well. So I don't want to show, but you know to see it very well. This is called the Nora. The black thing you see there is called the Nora, and this is the Nora 4. It comes in different that the thickness is different. So this is Nora 4, and I already marked out the insole. That's the red insole from it. I'm leaving allowance because I need to wax the sole. You're gonna understand this better as time goes on. So make sure that you watch this video to the very end. It's very important that you don't stop halfway. Make sure that you stop the video, watching this video to the very end. All right, so I'm gonna cut this out. I've already left out the allowances for the wet, so you can see that I'm not cutting the Nora online. So leaving those allowances, depending on the thickness of your wet, that's the allowance that you will leave, depending on the thickness of your wet. So I'm still on it, and I'm making sure that everything is done properly well. Everything is done properly well. Look at this, because it's cutting them out. And when we cut them out of this, please always understand that you cut them out in a very, very straight line, showing where you're going to place the insole for the wetting. All right, so once we're done with this, we're going to bring out our wet and our insole. Bring out my wet and our insole. That's the sole, that's the insole, and also let's get our wet. All right, let's get our wet for you guys, so you guys will be able to. Okay, all right. Now the major thing I need to do before putting my wet is I need to file, and because of this purpose of the video, you can use the machine if in case you can use the machine. I'm just trying to show you guys that you can also use your hand to file this normally. So using your sharp, the rough sandpaper, not the smooth. This is a rough sandpaper. You can use your hand, and you're gonna get a very good result. So let's keep on filing this. I'm gonna file this, and once I'm done filing, pick up the second one. I'm also gonna file it and making sure that everything is clear and gum is able to stay. All right, that's what we're doing here. Okay, so right now I'm placing it on after the filing, just to place it again to be able to be just to be sure there's nothing much there. I want to apply my gum. That's the reason why I am doing that. So I'm marking this round right now, with my marking pen, and as you can see, just to be able to know when I'm gonna apply my gum. All right, so this is the wet that I was talking about then, so you'll be able to see. We call it wet here. I don't know what you call it in your own country, but we call it wet. The wet, and I'm gonna scratch it also with my sandpaper. That's the rough sandpaper, so that you'll be able to gum. Remember that it is very important that you scratch all these things. If you don't scratch it, will not gum. Actually, when you're not using a very good gum, please always make sure you use a very good gum. If you want to see videos on the type of gum that you need to use, then you have to watch my YouTube video that's coming up next on gums and the type of gum that we use here. Especially those of us in Nigeria, maybe in your own country, you have to look for a gum that is available and that works for you. All right, now I'm applying my gum on the wet. I'm gonna apply my gum on the wet and making sure that everything gets to every place that needs to get to. If you do not apply your gum very well, please, these things will open. So make sure it gets to every part of the wet that needs to get to. That's the place where you are gumming. So once I'm done with this, I'm going to also work on the insole of the slippers. But let us do the second one. So let us just put gum on all the wets. So when we put on the wet, then we can go to the sole itself. The sole itself. All right. So we are doing this again, going through this. I know you already understand this, so there's no need for me to flog much on that. Once I'm done with that, then I need to pick up my sole and apply gum on the lines and outside the line, on the line and outside the line where I drew. So you're not, now please note, you're not applying gum on all the part of the sole. So please note that it's very important that you're just putting gum around it and on the line. This is where the wet is going to stay. That's the reason why we are doing that. Okay, so I'm going to do the same to the sole, and I'm going to make sure that everything shows very well. I hope you're seeing them. I just need to be sure that the gum gets to every part I need it to get to. That's the reason why I'm taking my time. Okay, so once I'm done with that, then I move to the second one, apply the gum also again. You can see the way I'm applying the gum. I'm not applying the gum on every part. This is just the part whereby the wet is going to lay close to the instep. It's very important. Please, let's make sure that it is done. Okay, so here we are. So we're gonna leave it to get dry a little, and once it gets dry, then I'm gonna pick it up. So just make sure that it gets dry. It's very important that you allow it get dry before you pick up the wet and start working on the fixing. So let's allow it get dry. Okay, now that we are done, pick up the instep itself. Make sure you pick up the instep itself. Put it on the sole. I'm gonna pick up this and put it on the sole because I'm cutting on the edges of the wet. Cutting off the edges of the wet. So let me pick up my insole and look at this. Please pay attention to this closely and look at where I'm starting my wetting from, so you will know the reason why I'm starting my wetting from this side. You can see the angle at which I'm starting my wetting from. It is very important that we start the wetting from this particular angle, and this is because nobody's going to obviously see it, that there's a joining there. You can see that side of our leg is a place whereby people don't really pay attention to. So that's the reason why we're starting our wetting from that angle. So I'm going to wet it around. Once I wet this around, making sure that it's very close to the instep, not allowing any space around it. And once I get to the final point, the next thing I'm going to do is to cut it out. But I need to be very sure before cutting. Please be sure before cutting that everything is well fixed. And use your hammer to just hammer it a little bit, just a little bit, not something that is much, and bring out the insole and the joining, the place where the wet is meeting. If there are excesses, then you just cut it out and let it join each other. Please let it join each other. Please let it join each other. So this is what I'm trying to do here. Okay, so we cut this, we cut the excesses away. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm cutting the excesses away. Then I open up and let it get fixed very well. So, but still note that that's not the final thing you need to do. You need to make sure that the edges, both of them, kiss and they glue very well. So I'm going to I'm hammering this very well so that there will be making sure that there's no opening. Making sure that's the reason why I'm hammering them. Making sure that there's no opening. The moment you sense an opening, just know that you have not done something right there. So, okay, the next thing is we need to do is make sure that we apply our glue so that it's going to gum very well. Guys, I'm telling you, shoemaking is a very interesting job. If you focus on it, you'll definitely get the results. All right, so I just had to pick up my China glue, and this China glue is very important. And get in your local store, just like for is the main purpose is for me to join the edges together. That's which I have done. And once I'm satisfied with my job, I'm checking it all around all again. Then I'll go ahead with the cutting. So the same thing goes to the next one, and you see that it's becoming very easy. The more passes you make, the more perfect you become. Okay, so let's go again on this, and once we're done with this, we're going to cut the excesses out. Then I'm sure you'll be loving what you're seeing. All right, so once we're done with that, the next thing we need to do right now is to cut the excesses out. Please make sure you use a very sharp cutter, and please also careful not to cut yourself. You can see the way I'm cutting this and holding my cutter, and making sure that they are not cut into the welt and the sole itself. These are the excesses I'm cutting out. In case you have a cutting machine, you can also use a cutting machine, so that will make it more cool. But this works for me perfectly well, and I'm very cool with it. All right, so guys, as you can see, I'm cutting this out. Don't worry, I'm not gonna cut my baby's hand. All right, so just making sure that everything is done properly well. So I'm gonna cut this also round, just like the way I cut the other leg, the excesses out again. So please just watch how I cut this, holding the cutter very well, not making it get too bent inside. Let's make sure that you're holding it straight and you're able to cut it out perfectly well. All right, so guys, as you can see, all right, so that's it. And the next thing I need to just do right now is to cut my heel out. The heel I'm going to use for the sole. So this will also help in the grip. There will be no issues with the grippings. That's why we're having our heels. So especially when you're having a smooth sole, you need to put an heel there so that it will be perfectly done. All right, so guys, please make sure that you subscribe if you haven't subscribed to my channel. Okay, so once I cut those out, I need to just cut my heel then. All right, can you see the way I'm marking it on? Now you can have a template for it. Just put a cardboard on there and cut it out, but I'm just cutting this directly. All right, so the next thing I'm just going to do is to work with the other leg also and cut them out. Right now, let me use my scissors to cut this out so you'll be able to see what I'm explaining very well. You can see the way I'm cutting them out on the line, and making sure that everything is being cut very well. Okay, I hope you can see them. I hope you can see them very well. All right, so this is the heel I use, and it works perfectly well for me. And this is what I intend doing. Can you see that? It will give my sole a grip, and my customers are always cool with it. Okay, so just make sure that you draw it very well and come out. So you're taking the heel to the filing room, and you're going to file the places that need to be filed. So what I'm trying to do there is to make sure that the edges are smooth, and so I'm using the rough, and I'm going to use also the smooth there to file. This is the smooth I'm using right now. I've used the rough first and then the smooth. So scratching all the other sides that need to be scratched out so that we'll be able to get the results that we want. Now the sole itself will be marked. So it will be marked, and I'm going to cut. I'm going to file. Once I am filing, please make sure that you don't file above the line that you scratch. So the next thing we're going to be doing now is to apply our gum on the sole and the heel. The sole and the heel. Can you see the lines there that we're not going to cross that line? Crossing that line is prohibited, so that you work perfectly neat. I hope you guys are enjoying watching this video. Now guys, if you haven't subscribed, once again I want you to subscribe, like this video, click on the notification button, and share. And I'm very sure that everyone you share this to will learn something great from it. All right, so you can see we're already applying our gum on the sole, and the sole is being worked on already. I'm gonna do that to the other leg also, apply my gum. And once I am done with this, what I'm gonna do is to allow it to get dry. Let it get dry, and once they are dry, then we can start gumming. Once they are dry, we can start gumming. Okay, so let's allow it get dry for a while. All right, so now the next thing we need to do is to let's last while we wait for the soles to get dried. All right, so I'm lasting right now. I'm placing my cross above one another, close one another. As you can see, I need to scratch some of those places. Now I'm doing this for those of you that just watching. Maybe you just started your shoemaking journey. Please, you can mark. What I'm doing here is something I already understand. That's the reason why I'm scratching here. Once you place the uppers on your last, mark them before you scratch, so you know the exact place you're gonna scratch to. So that's what, but I already know the exact places. That's the reason why I'm not marking. So for the reason why I'm saying, for the purpose of those who are just starting and those who are just into shoemaking and they are making leather slippers, so please make sure you mark so that you're able to get the right result and your job very neat. Okay, so guys, once I'm done scratching with this, then I'm gonna apply my gum so that I will get to actually get the result I need. So let's start applying our gum. Applying my gum on the soles. I already know the places whereby I am going to put the uppers. So you know that this is a cross slippers, so I know the places already. So that's what I'm doing right now. And now somebody may be asking, how do I determine this place? I'm going to explain to you why I'm lasting. So since you're making a cross slippers, you already know that there are four cardinal points where you need to place your uppers since they're cross slippers, and I'm going to show you now. We're going to apply. Let's quickly gum our insole since it's already get dry, so it won't get dry too much. That's the reason why. Just pick up your China glue and just put the China glue at the edges of the soles and gum them together. All right, so it will help you hold it firmly very well. That's what I do, and in order to achieve my own results, and it works perfectly for me. So on the edges of the soles, I'm going the uppers where I scratch, I'm going to apply my gum. I'm not going to apply my gum above where I need the gum to show. So gum doesn't need to show inside your insole, it has to go underneath, so it doesn't show at all. So right now I'm applying the gum on all the sides. I need to gum underneath the insole, and let's start lasting, guys. Okay, so while lasting, I'm going, it's a cross slippers, so we can see this point. Now the point is going to be, this side needs to be slant, while the other side needs to be a bit above it. Now you can see what I hope you can see this clearly. My camera is not showing very well, but I guess you guys will understand what I'm doing here. I'm still going to show you very well, so you'll be able to understand perfectly well. All right, so once you see, I hope you can see this very well, because it is a bit slant. The stony leather is a bit higher than that of the plain calf leather. All right, so I'm going to use my hammer to just hold it very well, hold it firm very well. All right, so once I'm done with that, I'm going to be placing them above one another. That's what I'm doing right now, and in order to be able to get the exact point where I mark the other one. So once I'm done with that, I'm going to start coupling them together. So remember that I've already laid them together. I know the exact point where I need to. So guys, it's very important that you all do this. Once, please practice will be perfect. When you practice there, you'll be able to get the right results. So the reason why I can place this very well is because I already marked the point where I need to I need to gum them. So I'm just going to follow what I already marked there, and it's going to come up perfectly well. So guys, this video is about to round up, but I want you to know that this tutorial, in case you still want a personal tutorial from me, you can reach out to me, and you're gonna get some of my exclusive videos where I'll be training you extensively on the shoemaking and leatherworks. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and you would like to see more of my videos. Please, if you haven't subscribed, kindly subscribe, kindly like the video if you have learned something major. Kindly the finishing part is going to be applying application of my gum, and that's where the finishing part will come up. Now perfectly, I can tell you that I'm about 90% done in this shoe making, this okra slide making. So all you just need to just do is to gum them. So please, if you have not subscribed, kindly subscribe, share this video. When you do that, it helps us. And you imagine you're watching this video free of charge and you're learning something. It would be cool if you do not like the video. It would be cool if you do not share the video, you do not comment, or maybe if you have any question. Please, for those who send me personal messages, I only respond on my YouTube But if you want me to respond to you personally, then it has to be based on something else, not on question. Any question that as regarding this video will have to be answered here. So please, let's note that. So you can see what I'm doing there. I'm just making sure that everything is well laid out, and the insoles will be cut out with the excesses of the sole will be cut out also, so that it will be easy for me to file. I won't just take that to the filing room just like that. So as you can see here, I'm cutting the excesses out. Once I finish cutting the excesses out, then I can file it on. I'm just wrapping up this video for you so you'll be able to understand what I did, in case you do not understand properly well. So the proper type of video is what I have shown you. That's the slippers I showed you the other time, and we have been able to achieve this perfectly. We're taking them to the filing room, filing them around. That's what I'm doing right now, filing them around. As you can see, make sure that you file this thing around for you to show very well. Okay, so once you're done with the filing, then you are good to go. The filing is always, please take your time to file. Don't file above what you need to file. Let it still maintain the same shape. It's very important that you maintain the same shape, which I am doing here. That's why you can see me, I'm looking at it, checking it out, not allowing because the filing, try the rough, can get naughty sometimes. You can just chop off your soles. So the smooth part is what's going to smooth the whole slide, smooth all the sole. In case you see any opening, just put your glue, then you'll be able to glue it very well. So guys, now I'm about to round this up. Thank you for watching. I make sure that you get the best videos from us, and you always enjoy watching my video. If you've enjoyed this video and you have learned something great, has helped you in starting your own business, has set you in perfecting your work, please give me a thumbs up, share this video, like this video, comment on the video, click on the notification button, because I'll be posting another video very soon. Thank you, and I hope to see you in the nearest. Thanks.